In a time when Christians were hunted, one man dared to return to his homeland and preach a faith that would cost him everything. He refused to bow to pagan idols. He refused to renounce Christ. They gave him a choice, life or faith. This is the story of Maximilian of Celeia, missionary, bishop, martyr. Welcome to the Saint's Path. Maximilian was born in Celeia, present-day Celje, Slovenia, in the Roman province of Naricum. His parents were devout Christians of noble standing. After their deaths, Maximilian inherited wealth, but he gave it all away. He freed slaves, distributed goods to the poor, and resolved to serve Christ alone. As a young man, he made a pilgrimage to Rome, where Pope Sixtus II entrusted him with missionary work in Lauriacum/Lorch in Naricum. In Roman Naricum, many lived under pagan traditions. Idols stood in every village. Maximilian traveled widely, preaching, baptizing, challenging false gods. He founded the Church of Lorch, Lauriacum, serving as its first bishop. For over 20 years, he labored to establish Christian communities, to teach, to heal, to witness. After many years, Maximilian returned to his hometown, Celeia, to encourage believers there and strengthen the small Christian community. At that time, the Roman prefect Eulasius, or Eulasius, commanded that all residents attend sacrifices to pagan gods, threatening Christians with death if they refused. Maximilian confronted Eulasius publicly, denouncing the idols as powerless and urging steadfast faith among Christians. Eulasius demanded Maximilian's sacrifice. He refused. The governor had him arrested, tortured, but he did not back down. On October 12 c. 284 or 288 in some traditions, Maximilian was beheaded for refusing to abandon Christ. His martyrdom sealed his witness, faith even unto death. His body was buried near Celeia, and his cult grew in the centuries to follow. The veneration of Maximilian began early. By the 8th century, Saint Rupert built a church in his honor in Bischofshofen in the Salzach Valley. In 985, his relics were transferred to Passau, Germany, where they still rest. Over centuries, Maximilian became a patron saint of regions. Passau, Celje, and liturgical calendars celebrate his feast on October 12th, some also on October 29th. Churches named for him remain, such as the Church of Saint Maximilian in Celje, built in the late 15th century on or near ancient sites. What can we learn from Saint Maximilian of Celeia today? 1. Generosity. He gave away wealth to the poor. 2. Courage and witness. He faced persecution rather than betray faith. 3. Mission and sacrifice. He went to his own land to preach Christ, even when danger awaited. 4. Legacy beyond death. His martyrdom and veneration continue to inspire believers in Central Europe and beyond. Saint Maximilian of Celeia reminds us, even in the darkest times, one voice of truth can ignite generations of faith. May we, too, stand firm when faced with pressure, knowing that truth and integrity always prevail. If this story moved you, share it with others. And subscribe to the Saint's Path, where faith meets storytelling, and saints walk again among us.